Remember when Rooney defied gravity with his overhead kick in 2011?
Rooney! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! And what a time! In what a place!
Or when Balotelli asked the world why always me after scoring in City's astonishing 6-1 victory at Old Trafford.
And make it 6. Unbelievable! Manchester United 1, Manchester City 6.
Today, we dive deep into these iconic moments and more. It's a clash of passion, pride, as we explore the fierce battles between Manchester United and Manchester City. It's Reds versus the Blues as we recount the thrills of one of the greatest rivalries in football history. Some goals transcend the game itself, becoming moments of pure, unadulterated beauty. Wayne Rooney's overhead kick in 2011 falls squarely into that category. With the score locked at 1-1 at Old Trafford, Nani whipped in a hopeful cross. Rooney, defying gravity, launched himself into a stunning bicycle kick, sending the ball flying into the top corner past a hopeless Joe Hart. The audacity, the technique, the sheer brilliance. This goal is not just a derby moment, it's a Premier League iconic goal. We move from an iconic goal to an iconic celebration. Our next stop takes us to the Etihad Stadium and a man who revelled in the spotlight. Mario Balotelli. The Italian striker was a well of talent and unpredictability during his time at City. In a now famous 6-1 win against United, Balotelli scored and then celebrated by lifting his shirt to reveal a message underneath that simply read, "Why always me?" Classic Balotelli. This wasn't just a celebration, it was a statement that City were arriving, and they were here to challenge United's dominance in Manchester. Speaking of that monumental 6-1 victory, it wasn't just Balotelli's antics that made headlines. The 6-1 defeat did a lot of damage. It humbled even the great Sir Alex. This match, described by Sir Alex Ferguson himself as his worst ever day in football.
I feel disappointed, yeah. It's the worst defeat in my history, ever.
Marked a significant turning point. City utterly dismantled United at Old Trafford, putting 6 goals past them in a truly humiliating defeat. Looking back, this result felt like a changing of the guard. For the first time in a long time, United's position as the top dog in Manchester felt under serious threat. The citizens had well and truly announced themselves as a force to be reckoned with, and the defeat showed signs of a change of guard, just like when Michael Owen risked his Merseyside reputation and did the impossible. Just when it seemed like it would end in a dramatic 3-3 draw, up stepped the unlikeliest of heroes, Michael Owen. The former Liverpool legend, then in a relatively quiet spell at United, popped up in the dying seconds to poke home the winner past Shay Given. Old Trafford erupted. This goal was a sucker punch for City fans, and a moment of pure and unbridled joy for the Red Devils. Speaking of pure joy, nothing quite compared to the scenes a year later when United nicked a 93rd minute winner at the Etihad. The celebrations were wild, but none were more wild than Gary Neville's. In a moment of pure, unadulterated passion, Neville delivered a full-on kiss to teammate Paul Scholes. Scholes, ever the pragmatist, later summed it up perfectly. A kiss on the lips from Nev is worth it any time after a winner against City. Now let's shift gears a bit. The Manchester Derby isn't just about recent history. It's about decades of fierce competition, and sometimes that competition throws up moments that are hard to swallow for even the most die-hard fans. Take Dennis Law for example, a true Manchester United legend. Law was part of the Red Devils' 1968 European Cup win, but in 1974 he found himself on the other side of the divide, playing for City. and it was Law's coolly taken back heel that condemned his former club to relegation. I guess the law ran its full course there. United were guilty as charged. Alright folks, we know you are enjoying the video and we love it. But before we continue, this is a good time to remind you to hit the like button, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay tuned with our latest videos. Well, unlike Erling Haaland, we are always working towards putting out the best for you keenly. Get it? Okay, never mind, back to the video. Okay, no discussion of memorable derby moments would be complete without mentioning the clash between Roy Keane and Erling Haaland. These two players had a history of bad blood, and it boiled over in a truly shocking challenge. Keane, known for his fiery temperament, launched a brutal knee-high tackle into Haaland, leaving the Norwegian writhing in pain. The incident was a red card offence for Keane, and Haaland's career was sadly hampered by the resulting injury. It was a moment that transcended the game itself, highlighting the intense emotions that can run high in a derby match. Emotions are a two-way street, sometimes sweet, other times bitter, similar to the varying emotions Vincent Kompany would experience in his iconic. United visited City in the 2011-2012 season in a tie that would see City pip their rivals to the Premier League title in dramatic fashion. With just a few games remaining, the title race was wide open. City needed a win against United at the Etihad to keep their hopes alive. The match was a tense affair, but Vincent Kompany, City's captain fantastic, rose to the occasion. He met a cross with a powerful header, sending the Etihad into a frenzy and putting City firmly in control of the title race. This goal paved the way for the now legendary Aguero moment of the final day of the season, but Kompany's header was a crucial turning point, just like when Manchester City had to move elsewhere. For a dose of nostalgia, let's rewind to 2002. This derby was played at Main Road, the iconic stadium that had been City's home for over 80 years. City, recently promoted, and far from the financial powerhouse they would become, were massive underdogs against their star-studded United counterparts. However, in a true David versus Goliath moment, City upsets the odds with a convincing 3-1 victory. The win itself was memorable, but the occasion was even more so. It was a fitting farewell to a historic stadium, and a sign of things to come for City. Sometimes farewells and celebrations can be punctured by moments of brilliance, and this is exactly what happened when Pep Guardiola's side had the mouth-watering prospect of sealing the Premier League title with a victory over their City rivals. They looked on course to do that as the first half goals from Vincent Kompany and Ilkay Gundogan put them 2-0 up at half-time. Man United came out in the second half looking like wounded lions, and Paul Pogba turned the screw and delivered perhaps his best performance in a United shirt with 2 brilliant goals. Well, we hoped you enjoyed this look back at some of the most iconic moments in Manchester derby history. What are your favourite derby moments? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and be sure to subscribe for more football content. Until next time, stay footy and keep the flag flying.